Welcome to Show 12, Transitions Radio. What's up, John?
Nothing much. We got a Johnny action figure here. Very excited for that.
I'm very excited. We heard them warming up. Awesome. They're great. Announcing upcoming shows, upcoming album. We're very excited. We also have a bride to be. John, similar to you.
Yeah,
Similar
thank
to
you. Thank you. Although my name is John Mim and her name is Sarah Viscusi. We're glad to have her on. I will also have an Army and Nightlife interview with Monica Nelson, and also the best and worst bar stories, along with a giveaway later today. So make sure everybody's here for that portion of the show. Finally, Dan will be doing an Eagles training camp correspondence section thingy.
A segment, John.
Yeah, a segment,
That's what it's
that's what
called.
it does.
And so we have a great show coming up. Let's go right to Melissa Leon with our bride to be.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Melissa Leon, your lifestyle and travel correspondent. Tonight on Philly's Lifestyle and Travel Trends, I'll be talking with Sarah Viscusi, a senior at Arcadia University who's majoring in business administration and is getting married next summer. Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
It's so nice to have you here.
Thanks.
So you must be so excited for the big day.
I am. We've been engaged for a year now, so I've had a lot of time to build up the excitement. I'm halfway through.
When is the big event?
Next August.
It's coming up. A year to go. Where are you having it?
At the William Pennant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a really nice place. I actually went there for dinner before.
It's really
The
good.
food's amazing. How long does it take to plan a wedding, would you say?
Well, I've had an extraordinarily long amount of time, but I like it. So, I mean, I know people do it in 3 months, but I'm doing it in 2 years. So,
That makes it easier on you, though.
yeah, it's great. I don't feel like it's a lot of pressure.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely, that's the way to go. How are you transitioning from being a girlfriend to now becoming part of a new family?
It's been a road. It's been an interesting road. His family's really great, though. They're really sweet. They're really welcoming to me. I always, I feel like I fit in really well. So.
That makes it easier when the family is welcoming and everything. Are you having issues deciding who to invite at all?
Well, we're having 250 people, so everyone's gonna be there.
That is a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot of family friends, and
That's nice,
friends
though.
from school. So.
Yeah, that's great that you're able to do that. It's really nice. So how was picking the dress?
It was great. I went to, there's a place up in Pennsburg called Stephanie's. It's a really little shop. It's, I got these kind of grandma ladies that come and help you out, and it was just,
Aw.
I knew when I found it, I started crying, so.
Aw, that's nice. Yeah, you hear of people going to a dress place and waiting in line for hours and hours, and then they finally open the door and they're having a really great sale or something, and people just stampede the place.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. No, I was.
You didn't go to any places like
No.
that?
I mean, I'm definitely on a budget, but I'm not trying to get myself killed for it, so.
Yeah, I think it's crazy what they do, and it would definitely keep me away from shopping at
Yeah.
those places. How did you decide on what kind of food to have?
Well, we haven't had our menu selection yet, but we just decided that we were going to try and do a mix of everything, so.
Well, you can't go wrong at the William Penn.
I know.
Such a nice place. You always hear of families getting very touchy when planning the wedding. Has any situations come up where you couldn't agree on something?
We've only had one small issue so far. But I mean, everything, it's working out. It's nice that our families are really close, and
That's nice.
so.
How do you think you'll transition from living alone with your family to living with your future husband?
It's definitely be interesting. We have some similar habits. We're not living together until after we're married, so I feel like that's going to be quite the transition, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I think traditional values are important. So how do you think you'll transition from being in a single life to a married life?
I don't know. It's definitely different now. I don't, I have to schedule my time with him and make sure that I get to see him as much as possible. I'm hoping when we're living together, it'll just be nice to come home and be able to be with each other more.
Right, yeah, that will be an exciting transition for you. Any special tips or advice for future brides?
I would definitely say give yourself as much time as possible. It takes a lot of the pressure off.
That is great advice. All right, well, thank you, Sarah, for stopping by. Make sure you tune in next week on Philly's Lifestyles and Travel Trends, as I will be interviewing an aspiring actress, Sushana Katz, as she transitions from being an amateur to a professional.
Thanks, Melissa, and thanks to our bride-to-be for coming on Transitions. We always appreciate any guests that we have. I want to remind you guys to check us out at www.transitionsradio.com. Find us on Facebook at Jump. Let me get this right, because this is exactly why we need to change our name, okay? It's Jump-Start-This Productions, and then in parentheses, Transitions Radio. I mean, it's pretty
Just
simple.
start putting in Jumpstart and you should
We
find
need
it.
to make it more complicated. And you can also check us out on Twitter at Transition Radio. And there's no S in that. Once again, we need some name changes. I also want to throw out there that we have Veronica's special segment this week, our South Jersey correspondent. She's going to be talking to Pat and Gina Neely from the Food Network. If you guys are down home with the Neelys, you'll want to check that out.
I actually have the Down Home with the Neely's Criterion collection. It's right between my Babylon 5 and my Star Trek, which is infinitely better than Star Wars.
Well, first of all, welcome to Atlantic City. I hear this was your first time. Have you been able to explore the resort at all?
Well, when we go from different places, like we went over to Showboat because we did the kids demo over there, and we're staying in Caesar. So we've had an opportunity to kind of visit the different properties. They're all so very nice. This is a really nice establishment, and the shopping is great.
We haven't had a chance to really get out as much as we would like because we've had a real busy schedule. But I must say, it's absolutely gorgeous. And coming from Memphis, where the temperature is 100 degrees to a 70-degree climate, has been just great. So we've been enjoying it. Yes.
Would you ever consider opening a restaurant in Atlantic City or the Philadelphia area? Maybe expanding to a little bit more east?
We never say never. It just depends on the opportunity and how it comes about, because we have other family members, like my brother-in-law, Tony runs the one in Nashville. So, there's always the possibility. We'll keep our ears and eyes up into the ground. You never know.
And we hosted a barbecue and blues and brew event yesterday here at the House of Blues. And if that's any indication, then I think we'd be pretty successful here, because they were eating ribs like crazy yesterday.
And they had never heard of the barbecue spaghetti. What in the world is
So we
barbecue
bought barbecue
spaghetti?
Yes. And of
Now,
course,
for people who are watching who may not know, can you tell us about it?
Barbecue spaghetti is sort of like it's really like spaghetti, except the difference is you use barbecue noodles, spaghetti noodles, and in place of the marinara sauce, you use barbecue sauce, and in place of the beef, you use chopped pork with the barbecue sauce, so that gives it a nice barbecue flavor.
Very nice.
Like one man thought we actually grilled the noodles. I was like, that wouldn't even be virtually impossible.
all through the grates. They'll fall through the grates. But it's pretty incredible, and we're very proud of it, and we love to bring it to different parts of the country so people can experience it. And I think it went over real well yesterday.
Great. And just the opportunity to interact with fans. What is that like, to talk to them and, share secrets?
You know what? It is so heartwarming and so touching, because people tell you the most amazing stories. Like I had a lady tell me yesterday that her mother was in hospice, and the only time she laughs and smiles is when our show is on. And when you hear things like that, how can you not just embrace that and make it feel good about what you do? So it's an impact, and you don't even realize it.
And it's one of the most rewarding feelings to meet people that watch and support your show. And as Gina just alluded to see how you touch their lives. And when we've met couples that say, now my husband gets in the kitchen and he cooks with me. So it's pretty incredible.
You're changing lives.
It's absolutely incredible and the most rewarding feeling.
Because in the beginning, that was the weirdest part, I think, the weirdest adjustment for us. Was that people would come up to us, oh my God, I love you. Because like the lady was running toward me and I ran the other way. I was like, what? I'm thinking she's running, I'm running. And she was like, no, I'm running to see you. And I was like, that's still kind of weird to me, because we're personable people anyway. So it feels, we're still kind of getting our ground with that one, but it's good.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, guys, to show number 12. We have show 13 next week, which is sort of an awkward thing to say, show 13. And we have Maria McDevitt with us. She's a young designer, just started selling her line. Coffee Stains is the name of her line, and we'll be talking to her. So check us out.
We also have an aspiring actress, Shoshana Katz, will be on as well.
Well, that's just another thing to look forward
She
to.
does not have any coffee stains, though, so unfortunately.
I'm Callie McCurdy,
And I'm John Mim.
and thanks for listening to
Transitions.
Transitions.